What's up, everyone? It's Traceface. Wanted to do this quick video with all of this that's on my mind, so I can get this, bang this out in between sessions today. I have a lot of sessions. Usually, I don't know what it is. Everyone likes to do sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are very popular days for sessions. I'm looking at all my cat toys behind me and my bass guitar and okay, so enough with me babbling. I like to babble, right? Today's video is going to be about the obsessive compulsive narcissist, and I want to talk to you guys about what that looks like and what you guys need to do when the narcissist in your life is stalking you, is harassing you online. We're going to talk about what that is, what that actually is, and what you should and can do about that. The first thing I want to say to you guys is the narcissist in your life, if you had an intimate relationship with the narcissist in your life, they are always going to see you as an extension of them, as someone that sits around and pines over them, always loves them, never got over them. I mean, this is the things that they think about, that they make real in their heads, okay? Because they have to justify what happened in their head. They are never going to take responsibility for what it is they did to you. So they are trying to run around constantly and create the narrative in their head, because this is how they wake up every day and are able to look in the mirror at themselves, is thinking that, you know, you're absolutely in love with them. You want them back. You are waiting for things to not work out with their significant other that they were cheating on you with, or whatever it is. So, you know, they think this way. They really think that they're very important. They have that entitlement. They think the self-importance that they have, it's incredible. I mean, that's the narcissism. It's they really think there's something. And but on a deeper level, they actually hate themselves. But they are going around in their heads trying to be like, I'm so awesome, I'm so great, you're always going to want me, I was the best thing that ever happened to you. All right? No matter, like I say before, no matter which way it went, you always have to be concerned that these people are going to go creep out at some point. They're going to go creep. And they're going to lose it in here. And they're going to do something crazy. I've heard all kinds of stories in sessions, and I've had this kind of stuff happen to me. And so I want to talk to you guys about what you need to do to really, really try and not allow that to happen. You might hear stories about them talking to people that you know and asking about you. You might hear stories about things that they're doing. People might throw these kinds of stories onto you about what they're up to, what happened, this, that, the other thing. And it might create some kind of reaction from you, with yourself, and having emotions and feelings towards that, good, bad, or indifferent. But some of these narcissistic people, like I said, they're going to be, they have this, their brain fixates. It fixates. It's all based about controlling, having power, having money, having opportunity. They're opportunists, okay? So they like to have options. They like opportunities, plural, always. They like to think of you as an option if they were ever down and out or maybe needed something. You know, they are users. They're users. They go around using people. So, understand that they're hoovering tactics. When they're hoovering you, you might think you figured out why they're actually doing it and what they actually want. And just when you think you're figuring that out, like I said, they have motives that sometimes you can figure out real easily. Other times you wouldn't have the slightest clue why they're even bothering to try and talk to you. It's probably because they're trying to get this crackhead over here jealous. You know, they have these motives all the time. So that's why they're not playing with full deck, and that's why you know, it's unfortunate that people like us were subject to their games and their harmful ways that harmed us. Okay, in our spirit and soul. So understand that the narcissist always wants what they can't have. The narcissist, they like challenges. They like to play games. They like to go around seeing if they can mess up your life again. How could I destroy them again? How can I get control over them? I once had all this control over them. How do I get that back? You know. So they're going to do all these kinds of like manipulative tactics. They are watching you online. Okay, they're watching what you're up to. They got all these fake accounts that they're watching because they're fixated. All right, and they're watching what you're doing, and they want to see, are you doing better than them? Are you they're in competition. They were in competition while they were dating you. While they were with you, and they're still in competition with you. And this can even be ex-friends of yours, okay? These can be people that were just your friends or possibly family members you've cut out of your life. They're watching you because they're sick and they just want to feel some sense of, they have some sort of idea of what you're up to, so they can still continue to compete with you and feel like they made it over you, or whatever it is they want to think. But what you don't, here's where it gets scary, and what you really don't want, okay? What you really don't want is you don't want the obsessive narcissist. You don't want that. You don't want the one that it's been a long time and they're still doing these creepy, crazy things, like you know, still trying to email you, or fake making up fake accounts to email you from after you've told them to stop emailing you. And then they go online and they go on their Facebook page, and they're trying now to become friends with people they know you're friends with, trying to get into places that they know you frequent or you go to, trying to make friends with. This is called infiltrating. They're infiltrating with your life, and they want to do that because they're sick and they're obsessed now that you're gone. And these are the type that will drive by your house. They're going to drive by your house because they want to know what you're doing, and they want to feel like they have control, and they want to feel like they know, they have the insight. They want to watch you. This is scary stuff, okay? And you don't know how far they're going to go with it. Now, some of them are all just that. They're just curious. They just want the insight. They want to know what you're doing, and that's all it is. But some of them, you don't want this going on, where they're fixated, they are obsessing, they are driving by your house, they are trying to think 10 steps ahead. Now you're not biting with this. They became friends with some of your friends, and you had to cut those people out of your life because now they're considered flying monkeys, right? And now you have that to worry about. And so you don't, this is where it gets like, it gets scary. Okay, so now that tactic didn't work. They're going to try another tactic. They're going to try and figure out where you're working. Maybe they can cause some trouble there. Maybe they can go cause some trouble, or, you know, make up phone calls of things that they want and orders that they want to make. Now they're going to start becoming friends with your exes online because they're sick. Okay, they're sick. They're just fixated on it. They want to stay fixated on the fact that you don't want anything to do with them because you see right through them. So they do these things. And this is the worst thing. That you don't want this. You don't want this in your life. What you hope for and what you pray for is that they move along and they find somebody else to obsess over. You don't want to be on the receiving end of their obsession. You don't want this. It's not good. I believe that there's a telepathic spiritual connection that a lot of these people have, and that is why they feel these energy shifts when for example, you have started to heal. You have moved on. You have met someone else. Whatever it is, you just had a recent success with your career or whatever it is. They feel that stuff. They can feel that. They feel the shift in energy, that thing inside of them. And so they're going to try and mess with that. They're going to try and figure out a way that they can have something to do with it. You see what I mean? So the obsessive narc is psychopath. You know, they're a psychopath at heart. They're psychotic, and they're not playing with a full deck. And you know, you want to do what you need to do to protect yourself. Okay, you definitely, you know, you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself in your house. I'm talking about cameras. I'm talking about going and getting your gun permit. If you live alone, you should have a firearm. Now, I'm not one for, yeah, you know, let's all have guns, but you need to protect yourself, or have a big dog. You know, these are the kinds of things you guys have to think about. Ways that are going to stop them dead in their tracks to even want to pull any stunts. You have to think this way. Unfortunately, you should be all have taken some type of martial arts or self-defense class. Yes, guys, you can look up YouTube videos on learning it right from the comfort of your own living room, and you should do that. Educate yourself. Be prepared for any of this, because you've dealt now with a complete lunatic, and they're like they're the Terminators. They just keep going, and they don't like to feel like they're losing. It's all about winning in their head, in their sick, demented head. And so you gotta do whatever you have to do to protect yourself and be 20 steps ahead of their stinking rotten games that they're still living in your headspace, because you know they're sick. And be prepared for that. Protect yourself. Do what you have to do to be smart about that, because I've seen horrible things happen to people that were not prepared, and you need to be. So I hope that this message helps some of you out there. Some of you, you know, I just had a great session with a client. That whole notion, be careful what you wish for. Some of you are wishing that your ex would reach out to you and contact you and come back around and tell you everything you want to hear. No, you don't. Okay? No, you don't. Do not wish for that, guys. It is nothing that you are wishing for. You don't want anything to do with people that have shown you their cold, callous, cruel, manipulative, psychotic hearts. Okay, that's what's in their heart. When they did these rotten things to you, that was their heart. And you don't want anything to do with people like this. Get them out of your life. Keep them out of your life. I am Tracefaceit, and it is time we all face the truth together.